Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
I'm here with my man, Elfrey. How you doing, Elfrey?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing excellent, man. You went and you represented my gym over at ADCC, like biggest competition, nogi competition in the world. You went over there and represented, and man, you make that rash guard look good.
I tried. Yeah, I was like, hey, no matter what, I need to perform today.
So, for those of our fans that don't know, you're just a purple belt, and not just a purple belt. Purple belt's a big deal in jiu-jitsu, but you're a purple belt level, and you're going into competition with purple, brown, black, like whatever. There's no real skill limit. So, when we say you're competing against the best in the world, we're not talking about the best purple belts in the world. We're talking about the best grapplers in the world, and that you're pushing yourself at purple belt. Man, it's hugely inspiring to watch.
Thank you. It's tough. I was telling who was it? I was telling a couple of my friends. I was like, it's kind of funny. You look back, December of 2022. I went to IBJJF Nogi Worlds for blue belt, and then fast forward April of this year, I jumped straight into the brown and black belt divisions to go to the ADCC Canada Open. So I told everyone, I haven't even really matched to my. I haven't even really technically fought at purple yet. Just kind of just went straight to the big dogs, I guess you can say.
I don't think there's too much separating purple from black, to be completely honest with you. Like competition level purple belt is just like a black belt. Like it's probably better than like a hobbyist black belt.
Yeah.
I mean, really the only difference is that a competition purple is good at everything you do in competition, and a black belt should be good at everything. That's really the only difference. But man, I have nothing but praise for you. You recently just had a baby. Not only that, you've been there for your girl too, or your wife. Now I can say your wife. And but you've been there for your wife. You've been there for the baby. You let the baby take precedence over training, but you're still training at an elite level. You're still getting in all your training sessions. You're working out when you can. You're giving up sleep to do it. You're still coming in the gym like before. Like when Elfrey's competing, everyone's like, "Oh man, we could tell Elfrey's competing." I was a little bit grumpy and like think he's a little bit tighter in the gym. And man, this time you were just like a consummate professional. You were a leader. I was hurt. You ran classes. Everyone had nothing but great things to say about the classes you ran. Like, man, and the level you're competing at is just soared. And like it's only been like a year since we really started doing this, like me and you together. And I just want to say, like man to man, I've never been more impressed by like personal growth in a person. Like obviously your skill level is increasing like it should. And you train really hard, you're gonna get really good. You're a good athlete and you train hard, but more than that, you're a great person. And like you represent yourself and your family so well, and you made integrity of your family. And I always post that little hashtag like live the name, but you are living the name for us. And I just want to say thank you for all that. And I want to make sure that I do it publicly and as many and in front of as many eyes as I can. And before we get into it too much, just thank you for believing in my dream, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? You've been nothing but good to me, and not just a coach, but also as a friend. And it's been a great journey. Let's see. I kind of started coming to you. When exactly did we start actually working together? Because I know I visited Integrity 2019 around the time you still open, but that was only Sundays.
Yeah, you didn't start coming till we had the walls up till like August, maybe last year, maybe July. When was the tournament? You started coming after the a little bit after you did the
Oh
ground.
yeah. Yeah, when I had my my make it or break it performance at Grappling Industries. Yeah, that was a very terrible day. Yeah,
To
yeah,
me, that was not a bad day. Like, I got you out of it. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't have it, but like, it was like a sign from God. Like it brought us together. So to me,
yeah,
like, that was a bless to you. That's like, oh man, that's a
yeah,
turning point in your career. To me, that's like the first blessing I had with the gym. So like,
yeah,
there's like such a different, such a perceived different day between the two of us.
yeah. Because like, let me see. Well, from there, let's say that was June 2022. From June 22, and then going back to when I got my blue belt in May of 2019. So a little over 3 years. I don't know. When I was a white belt, I competed. I want to say maybe 6, 7 times. From the span of like 4 years, 4 years, the span of 4 years, and I was very hungry. I was very driven, but like once that blue belt came on, I just felt like, damn, now I actually have to perform. So it's not that anyone put the pressure on me because no one really did. I put it on myself, and then once it came to actually compete, the first time at blue belt, I just completely just drowned in my anxiety and my emotions, and that just kept carrying on for the next, yeah, 3 years. And it was just flop after flop after flop, loss after loss. I will get some wins, but those wins didn't even look that great. I just didn't, I was not there. And yeah, and last year, June Grappling Industries, it was probably my worst yet. And at that point, I just kind of didn't feel like I didn't want to do it anymore. It was kind of one of those moments where, damn, I really do suck, and I just feel like quitting. And that's that moment where I walked off the mat after I got I got like, what was it? Oh, I got my back taken. I got rear naked chokes. I just stood up, walked off the mat, and then I balled out the side, and at that moment I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And that's when you came by, and then that's when our perceptions changed.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
no, like, for me, like, I've been watching you for a little bit. You had been we've been working Sundays, and like, ever since you talked some shit to me back forever ago and you said Neon Belly didn't work. And I was like,
yeah,
I'll show this guy. And Neon Belly definitely works. Ever since then, I always liked you. You know what I mean? Like, I always
yeah,
thought you were like cool. Like, I didn't take it personally. Like,
yeah,
sometimes I take a lot of things personally, but like that one just made me laugh. You know, I was like, I'll show him. You know, and then like me, you and Flores, we got along really good. Like, shout out to Matt Flores, and dude,
yeah,
like, I love him to death, and like he always loved you too. So he always said good things about you. So like, man, I was like, yeah, Ilford's all right. You know,
yeah,
and like, I watch you perform in the gym. I see it Doug and White all the time. Like, you're a very difficult role. Like, not at first when I could knee on belly make you tap like that.
yeah,
Like, that was white belt. You know, like no white belt's good. But then
yeah,
like you got good quick, and then I could see like when you got your blue belt, I was like, yeah, it's time to. He should be a blue belt for sure. You know, and then
yeah,
I watch you compete, and you don't compete like you do in the gym, or you weren't. You do now, but at the time you were like I could just see it was all just a belief in yourself, and like I couldn't understand why. Like, dude, like you look at you, you got like muscles everywhere. Your hair looks good. Like you look the part, dude. Like when you see Alfred, I mean, everyone's like, yeah, man, that guy can do it. Like he looks like an athlete. He's handsome. His girlfriend's beautiful. Like you got like everything in the world. Like that you didn't have confidence. Like shocked me. You know, like I I just thought maybe like the guys, like, maybe I didn't understand how good blue belts were, and then I watched you
yeah,
compete at Grappling Industries. I'm like, man, he is way better than these guys. What is going on? You
yeah,
know, and that's when I sat down, and that's when I talked with you, and like I knew it was a mental thing, and I felt so bad. Like you came with a team, but no one sat by you, dude, and like
yeah,
I don't like to call people out publicly, but this is like one of the few times I will. Like no one like came over and talked to you, dude, and that's the
yeah,
time when someone needs to talk more than any other time in the world.
yeah,
And like I at the time I was planning to do the gym, but not, I it was kind of like up in the air what was going on. Like COVID just happened. I wasn't sure if like anything was gonna happen. So like it wasn't like a grab to get you. I didn't like I never even thought you were gonna come. Like I figured you're gonna be a competitor. Like it'll be a long time before I get you in the gym. You know, like I need to build a core people, and then I can get people like you. You know.
yeah,
Like that's kind of my plan was to build up like from the ground up, make a bunch of people that could be good, and then it'll bring in competitors, you know, because then you
yeah,
have a competitive gym. But that no one hung out with you and you're there with your girlfriends. It's just like I went through a lot of my martial arts career alone. Like it's different in MMA because all the gyms are different. So like
Yeah.
my grappling coach is one coach, my striking coach is another coach, my jiu-jitsu coach is another coach. Like so you're traveling all over and they don't really like each other. So like you're kind of on the edges, but you're like training at one gym, dude. And people didn't sit with you. And I just saw you and your girl there, and it just reminded me and my wife, like when we were going through it. And dude, I had to come over and talk with you. And
Yeah.
like the first thing I said is like, dude, this girl's sticking with you. She's believing in your dream. Like this is the girl for you, man. Like,
Yeah.
lock that shit up, and then let's get back in the gym and let's get this shit done.
I remember you saying that. That's funny. I remember you saying, yeah. And I would bring it up to her. I was like, yo, it's funny. Jeff was right. Like, and now we're married. Look at that. And
Yeah, dude, you did it. That's good.
It's funny
You
how
need
things
someone that's gonna support your dreams like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And well, just to throw it out there, and not to knock on anybody who sees this podcast, not to knock on anybody, but during that time when I was in my head, I didn't. It's not like I expressed this to like anybody or well, some people, but when it came to coaches wise, I really didn't express it to them because I guess to me, I was just like, one, I didn't want to complain to anybody, and two, are they really going to understand or care as much? So I kind of just kept it to myself. I'm not trying to put a knock on anybody, but I guess that was just my headspace. I didn't have the best headspace back then, and I guess I should have probably talked about it more. But then again, talking about your mental issues is a lot harder than it seems. So
Yeah, especially when you're a competitor, man. Like no one wants to hear like, oh man, like is it my mental approach? But dude, the mental approach is just as important as it's probably more important than I mean it's not more important than your technique, it's not more important than your conditioning, but it's just as important. And
yeah,
if you don't have that one, the other two don't matter.
yeah,
Um, you can get by without the best skill if you have a good winning mindset and good conditioning. You can get
yeah,
by without good conditioning if you have the best skill set and the best mindset, but
yeah.
you can't get by with good conditioning and good skill without a good mindset. And you
Oh
were
yeah,
kind of the proof of that, honestly. Like there's no one in that blue belt division that was better than you that day. There's no one, there's not one person. And like I see it in the room every day. Like I know how good you are. And I know most of them guys I can see them on the mat and they don't move like you. There's like a way you move, there's
yeah,
we call it the ill freeway and you weren't moving like yourself. And
yeah.
like once you added that into your competition game, like
Hmm.
the last couple tournaments, you look really good, and the success will come. Like
Yeah.
you're competing out of your level right now, and yeah, the tilt a world. Jared says tilt a world.
So
That's a perfect expression for Ilfrey. Um, but I lost my train of thought now. But anyways, like when you can move like you move on the mat, you're gonna be phenomenal, like you have been. And now you're competing against black belts as a purple belt. If you're doing purple belt tournaments, you're ranking in the top 2 or 3 every tournament you're going to.
yeah.
But you're pushing yourself, and that's only going to make you better in the long run too. And you know
Hmm.
that, and we know that. We're both talking about it, and
Yeah.
we've been talking about staying away from local competitions to do these elite level competitions. And
Right.
hopefully, we can continue to attack this, and people that watch this podcast, they can buy into this, and they can come train with us too. Like we do our comp team training and it's open up to the gyms, and like I was trying to get people to come train with Ilfrey. Like I've been trying to get guys to good leg lock guys to come in, like brown black belt level leg lockers that are good come in and give us some
Yeah.
work. Like good mount guys, like people that are really specialized in stuff. We can come
Yeah.
together and mix. Like it doesn't have to be at our gym. Like we'll go anywhere. We'll
Oh
do
yeah.
anything we need to do to make it good. So I'm not trying to steal anyone's students, and I know like so cross training as an owner is something that's very difficult to deal with because like you're always worried about losing students. But
Right. Right.
um, I think it should be open to all the competition level guys because like our goals shouldn't be to be the best in Buffalo. It should
Yeah.
be to make our students the best in the world. Like I'm not interested in, oh wow, Ilfrey's the best pro belt in Buffalo. You could already be that. Like I don't know, who cares? Like what does that mean? It means you're the best
Yeah.
guy here. So we beat a bunch of people and we held secrets back so you could be the
Yeah.
best. Like what does it matter? Like we wanna be recognized. We wanna be like Pat. We wanna expand out. We wanna be like Saul. We wanna get out of the area. Like
Oh yeah.
it's short-term thinking. It's something we've always been
Yeah.
like. There's a lot of politics in jujitsu. Like, and there always will be. Like it's because it's a business too. It's not just a bunch of guys like doing what they want to do. Like at the end of the day, people make a living off it too. But like
Yeah.
the competitors, like some of you guys, like your window's short, and like we shouldn't affect that window.
Yeah. No, I agree, especially with the subject of cross training. And well, as you know, and as everyone is about to find out, I I've been trying to cross train with as many gyms as possible for like the past maybe 3, 4, 5 months, and I'm not gonna say any names. I understand where people are coming from when it comes to cross training, but I would cross train at these certain gyms, and then after a while, then they will kind of give me the little nod and be like, "Hey, uh, it'd be best if you were here," or they kind of just tell me, "Hey, for competition reasons, we can't really have you here anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. I guess I'll go elsewhere." And I'm just like, "Okay." And it's kind of funny because I'm actually coming to them; they're not coming to us. So that's another thing that kind of just irked my soul in a sense, because I'm just trying to get ready for a world championship tournament, not the next local tournament, which is next year. So never really understood that part. Definitely understand them coming to us, but me coming to them, a little weird, a little weird. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah.
So I think so in the history of like jujitsu in the area, what we do is we get good people that all compete together, and they make a team, and that team moves around.
Yeah.
Like so it goes from like Buffalo BJJ to WNY over to Niagara Falls BJJ over to Spar. Like it moves around, and the
Yeah.
competitors move around, and they go where the situation is best for them. So
Yeah.
some owners get burned by that, and some don't, and sometimes half your student body goes, and that can be a huge thing. And
Yeah.
then, like as an owner, like at some point you're gonna move on. You're either gonna start your own gym or you're gonna find another place. And when you go, like I'm gonna be hurt when you go, because I invested a lot of time and effort and money into you. But like I know that's gonna happen. Like you're too big, you're charismatic, you're gonna go. When you go, you take people with you. You know what I mean? So it's my job as an owner to make sure that I'm there in the business and making sure that I have students that come with me. And then
Yeah.
like that's a risk I take by investing my heart into. And like
Yeah.
I think that when you go, like you're gonna take a core group of people that you've raised up from the time that they were white belts, and they're loyal to you. And like if they're loyal to you, they should go with you. And that's like, but when you go, that's business that comes out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like it's tough to balance the business and the loyalty aspects to it, because at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
that's how some of these, that's how a lot of us make our money. So
Yeah. That's true.
that and the other problem that you get when you get a lot of people come in from other places is everyone brings in like ringworm and staff, and then like
Yeah.
your gym gets a reputation for it, and that's a real problem too.
That's true.
Um, like we've run into that already too. Like I have a staff in my gym once, maybe twice now. And we taken care of it, and we clean the best that you can, but like it comes with people, and
Yeah.
that has to be on the competitors to take care of either too. Like
Oh yeah.
we just need to do a better job of actually making a team, and then like making rules for it. And like I haven't been the best at it either, but like right now it's just been hobbled together to make it happen for you. But I want to keep growing this, and like I
Yeah.
want this to be our thing together, that we make a competition level team around here that can all train together. Like we get Muhammad coming in, and like so for me as an owner, I think that like when other people come in for a comp team, like they're helping my competitors. So like I don't need money from them. Like I'm providing a space for them to come in and train, and then they're helping my guys get better, and that's the reward. That's the what I give them and what they give me.
Right.
So to me, like as a business owner, it actually helps me. But I don't have a big gym. I don't have like 8 black belts or a couple black belts, and I really don't have a big ego, so I don't really care who comes in. Like I like to learn stuff from everybody. So Plus, I'm at all the comp teams, so I get to like I see everybody, and like I like to hang out with people and talk with
Right.
them and get them on here, and like that helps me business wise too. So like all those things make it a little bit easier for me to do cross training than all the other people. So I don't want to like I'm not calling anyone out either. I realize that it's a lot easier for me like as a smaller gym to say, oh, this is what we should do because when they were smaller gyms, it's the same thing they said. I might
Right.
feel different when I have 400 students and I don't have a regular job and like this like I want to go out on vacation and I don't want to be in the gym and I want to like just relax too. Like
Right.
that's not my time yet right now. I'm in a building phase, so like I don't know. Like my outlook may be different in 8 years, but hopefully you're gonna be yelling in my ear. You'd be like, no, I need these guys because I'm about to win ADCC, dog. I need you to fly this guy in and this guy in.
There you go. Damn, man, all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We got Ray jumping in, and then I want you to finish your
Perfect.
thought.
Perfect.
We got entirety all around.
Oh, yes, perfect. Yes, everybody. Yes. Was this part of the plan? Was this?
This was not the plan. I didn't know Ray was going to jump on wearing an integrity shirt. I'd never imagined that.
So I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like taking off my no-gi stuff off just yet. I've been actually like I was telling you, Danny. I was like, I know I sound a little bit crazy right now, but I've looked at my match at least 10 times right now. But you know, but that's the obsession in me, I guess. Yeah.
That's great. That's really great. It's crazy because every day you come in, you're watching jujitsu when you come in, and like some of the times it's like the stuff that we send each other even like we're still watching when you come in.
Yeah.
And dude, I love it. Like I love that you taught the Choi bar, and then I learned the whole history of the Choi bar, and then I was able to share it with you like that. Like I love that we share that, and like some of the stuff is like it's really cool stuff that only happens in like a small gym like we got,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah. Shoot. Man. For those of for those of you who don't know, I've told Jeff before. I at this point I probably studied jujitsu more than I actually trained jujitsu or grappling in general. And you can even ask my wife. If you ask her, I'm usually always like this, and then just watching flow grappling, anything, or if like let's say if I mess up on a pass or something, or I got swept or whatever, I'm not gonna get that out of my head for like the next couple of days. So I'm gonna be glued to my phone just watching the next 10 hours of just drills or anything. It's just the way I guess my mind just goes when it comes to this.
You shouldn't have said that to Ray. He's gonna be tagging that meme where the girl's like looking at the phone on her bed for the next like 5 months.
I was gonna say that's why you're so good, man. You know.
Like, oh, I bet he's talking to girls. Meanwhile, I'm just studying, writing material down. I've actually been yelled at for being on the phone too much.
I believe it. Like Ilfrey starts practice and he's still watching that. He's like, "No, the move's not done yet, dog." So, what was a big show like? But how it looked huge, like on the TV. But like, what was it like? How was it run? Like, is it any different than like any events around here? What's the
I would
breakdown?
say, I would say very different. Well, they started when they're supposed to at 9. And for a tournament that had almost 1,000 competitors, they were getting through it pretty quickly. Like let me see, my division, they were doing every weight category was 3 hour gaps. So I was 66 9 a.m. to noon. After that, noon to 3 to 6, like that. But my division was done quick. The next one was done. Rob from WNY, he was supposed to be up by 3:30, but by the time 2 o'clock came, he was already up. So they were moving pretty quickly with it. They had one hiccup where they tore the mat up to shreds, mat 6. Like someone ripped the tape up too much, and then the guts of the mat came out. So that kind of like got everyone back for like 20 minutes. But besides that, pretty smooth. I really can't complain. It was ran amazingly. Oh, and then Mo was messing with me on top of it, which was kind of funny. Yeah.
Who was?
Mo. Yeah. Yeah. So when I was weighing in, he comes out of the one of the side doors, and he looks at me, and he's like, "Okay, I'm checking IDs now." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I pull out my ID. I have a birth certificate just in case. He looks at it. He's like, "Man, this is not good enough. Where's your birth certificate?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool. My bad. I'm sorry." Pull it out, and he's like, "Dude, I'm just messing with you. I'm not even really checking anything." I'm like, "Gee, thanks. It's like the first time I met you," and I'm like, "All right, nice knowing you, man." So a little nice interaction. I was like, "Okay, thanks for busting my balls a bit there." But yeah.
You saw jujitsu too. I heard that in the chat group.
What was that?
Jujitsu. You saw jujitsu there too.
Oh man, I was like, if I was being a huge fanboy, saw Jiu-Jitsu, saw B Team, New Wave, Danaher. Who didn't I see today? Oh my goodness! And of course, when I saw Daisy Fresh, Pedal Submission Fighting. When I saw those guys, I couldn't contain myself. Had to go say hi. But yeah, it was amazing. I can't.
I hope you got some pictures, especially in that trash guard there.
No, I didn't get any pictures at all. Yeah, the only picture I got was, and I'll post it probably either today or tomorrow. Was a picture of the back level, of course. I got one of those before I actually stepped onto the mat, so that looks pretty cool. But besides that, not a lot of pictures. I was kind of just trying to stay focused when I was first there.
Yeah. She got some pictures after though. Like,
I should have.
Got a picture of jiu-jitsu for Amanda. She would have like cropped you out and kept him.
Add herself in.
Yeah. 1000%.
Oh man, yeah. Next time for sure, but it's all good. Let me see. I'm probably gonna take like a week or so off. Jordani is thinking about doing Grappling Industries in Syracuse for November, so we'll probably drive him down. I'm not competing, but I'll drive him down.
Yeah. Is that the 18th?
Is it 18? November 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's fighting that day, so I can probably come down for the kids, but I gotta book by whatever time I have to leave for the fights.
Okay.
Tyler's fighting at 500 Pearl, so he'll be fighting. He's fighting Rico actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I did not know that.
Yeah. I just signed. I'm not even sure it's signed or announced yet, but they both agreed yesterday. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
verbal agreement, nothing signed yet, or
they don't. They're amateurs. They don't sign anything. They just make verbal agreements and show up. So
okay.
Rico's posting about his fight, and like I know because I negotiated for Tyler. So like it looks like we're on for November 18th at Castro going. So 135.
135. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what does Tyler walk around at?
I don't know.
Oh wait. Actually,
he fought Siebert at 35. So when he fought at K4, he fought 35. So he can make it. Like
I think he told me around 155. So that's not bad.
Yeah, I think he walks like 150-ish, around 150. Yeah, I already told him to start dieting, so he said make it no problem.
Okay,
we'll see. It's never no problem, but I'm sure he'll make it.
Yeah. Hey, you can do what I did: put the sauna suit on and just sit in the bathroom. Just
How was it cut, man?
It was good. Those 4 pounds, I just sat there for like maybe an hour, just let it go down. I was thinking about doing jump ropes. I did like once, and I'm like, you know what? Let me not beat myself up. Let me just let the suit do its thing. And yeah.
It's 4 pounds easy. You can just sit and like let it just melt off.
Oh yeah. I ended up cutting more than I actually wanted to. Let me see. It was like I was 149 and some change, and then by the time I stepped on at weigh-ins, stepped on the scale, it was like 143 and 0.7, 0.6, 0.5, something like that. So yeah. So I was like, oh, even better.
Yeah, and like it couldn't happen at a worse time than I tore my bicep. Like I tore my bicep the week that Ilfrey is going to compete. So like he covered classes for me, and man, like I appreciate it so much. Like I definitely could not have been there Tuesday, and Thursday was like not good. Even Friday wasn't really too good. Keith came in though, so it wasn't so bad. And then today I just got through it, and then Keith came in help with Muay Thai. He's gonna come help on Fridays and he was helping on Fridays and Saturdays, but he's got fights for the next couple weeks, so it'll just be us. But we're back.
Speaking of,
go ahead.
Oh no! Speaking of your bicep, how is that going for you?
Pretty wrapped up, so
Ah,
uh, it's not that great. So like they drill a hole, and I don't know. Like last time I was on the mat, I had it done on Monday. I was on the mat Tuesday teaching kids class. Like it hurt, but like
mm-hmm.
this time is bad. I don't know why it hurt so much,
Mm,
but it's feeling a little bit better today. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Every
yeah.
day is getting a little bit better, so I'm on the road to healing now. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
Okay. Okay. Any like painkillers or antibiotics for it, or just
I have Oxycontin right now,
okay?
but like if I gotta drive to the gym, I haven't been taking them, so I only like I don't want to take them for this podcast because I'll be talking like this. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pop a pill after after here and get some sleep for tomorrow. But like it's bearable. It sucks. It's like
Yeah.
on fire, you know. So like the pain pills don't really help. It's just
Yeah.
hard to get comfortable.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that'll be good in like what, a month or two. I don't know the
It's supposed to be like 3 to 6 months. Like I
really.
shouldn't be able to roll, but I should be. Last time Dr. Kroll had me, I was lifting like 20 pounds in I think 5 weeks, so I should be back teaching and like full teaching in I don't know, I'd say 5 6 weeks. But
Yep.
I'm there every day, so I'll be there like making it happen until then.
Yeah.
Caveman still be training, helping the guys out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Keith,
Shoot.
Keith is gonna help me with the fights if I need to for Tyler. So he'll help me wrap. I don't like right now. I can't like open or close anything with my hand really.
Yeah.
So uh, I don't know if I'll be able to wrap tight by November 18th. But either way, we got Keith, so we're good to go for that. And then we got you for anything grappling, and we're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Jeff Jeff is the type of guy that could probably have his both legs amputated the night before and still come and train like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Because can I talk about the car situation?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Jeff got into a car accident where he was, if I'm correct, he was stuck inside the car. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was stuck in there. I couldn't get out.
That's how bad the car accident was. The fact that you can't get out the car after you got in a car accident, and he still shows up to train. What is it? The same day, right? After they
No, next day. I showed them
the
that I
next
couldn't
day.
because I couldn't get out of the car for like hours. I was like
Oh,
stuck in the
crap.
car. They had to break the window, and then they pulled me out through the window. So like I was stuck in the car for a bit. Like I was like mushed up against the guardrail. I couldn't get out. And then I got out and I had to go to the hospital, and then I had to wait in a waiting room. So like practice was already over
Oh yeah.
before I even got into to see anyone at the hospital. So I came the next day, but I hadn't really showered. So like glasses still falling out of me
Yeah.
and stuff on the mat. That's where that
Yeah.
story came from.
Yeah, I would have the people from the guys from the gym tell me like, can you tell him to go home? I'm like, right, like I don't know what to tell you, like. And then when your bicep thing happened again, I'm like, listen, this isn't as bad as a car crash thing. Like he's not gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
could
back
be.
now.
Yo,
I was like trying to show the Muhammad pass today. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
don't move while I do this. So I'm like already like doing it. Like it's stupid.
like it could be like a zombie outbreak, and he'd still be in the gym, training and helping people guys.
If someone's gonna show up in a zombie outbreak, dude, we better be training.
Yeah.
When
Caption
the
can
bullets run out,
say,
we're gonna be king.
nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. That's true. Now, are your grappling matches going to be in UFC Fight Pass?
For
For the ADCC, he doesn't know.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. So ADCC, right? They signed a 2-year contract with the UFC. A month later, that completely fell down the drain. So they went right back to flow grappling.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a waste for some reason. But it is what it is. But no, for the foreseeable future, well, from now to like the first 3 months of 2024, I believe it'll be flow grappling unless UFC makes more invitationals and hopefully can get on one. Who knows? But we'll see.
That could definitely happen.
Yeah.
You could definitely be on an invitational. I would love to see that.
That'd be
Oh, yeah.
great. I'd love to do that. EBI rule sets too. That'd be awesome.
Especially if you get to fight GSP.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Here's a link. I'm gonna post a link to Ilfrey's match in the chat.
Yeah.
This is not a pirated link, so you have to sign up for Flow Grappling to watch this one. But this is where I watched Ilfrey's match, so you guys can click on there, and if you have Flow Grappling, just put in your credentials, and then it'll go right to there, and you can watch Ilfrey's match.
Yeah. Or if you want to see the shorter highlighted version, I just posted a almost 2-minute highlight video on my Instagram too, or Facebook if you have me. So they're both there, if anything.
And Ilfrey can do that because that's an artistic rendition of what happened. That's not the
There you go.
full content, so we're not violating any copyright laws by talking about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you would like to see this whole thing, I think I can get you the whole match. I think I can just steal it on the stream thing and get it to you, or I can we can just watch it on Flow at the gym if anyone's interested in watching it.
Yeah.
So it was like it's a very exciting match, and dude, like you did so good, and like you look like you look in the gym every day, and dude, like man, you couldn't ask for a better outcome. The only thing I wish your foot didn't slip on that omoplata when you went from the armbar transition to the leg. I think you got his leg there, and then
Yeah.
I think you get that submission right there. Like it looked like it just slipped, man, like that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with the leg there, but my initial process from omoplata, I wanted to drop my left knee in between, his groin, so I can go for a K-guard entry and then drop my right leg. That was the one that was wrapped around, so I can go in because I had the leg straight. I wanted to get the knee bar, and if I were to get the leg over, I would have just turned and it would have been there. But yeah, didn't happen. But next
Close.
time.
And then dude, the head and arm pass was there. Like, oh my god, it was so close to the mount there too.
Yeah.
Like that was exciting to watch. And then like I can like the moment we talked about off air when you decided to go from pressure passing and just hang out a minute and like because so if you don't know, there's no scoring for the first half of the match.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of the strategy changes when there's no scoring. So like you don't want to waste a lot of energy getting to a scoring position that's not going to score.
Yeah.
So you want to wait till it's scoring to pass the guard. And you can see where you just stay connected to his head, but you keep the pressure off him. That's when that sweep happens. But when that sweep happens, then Ilfrey transitions right into that armbar leg lock attack. So it wasn't bad, but it was like you can see it happen because of that. And like I think if you did on purpose and you set that up, you would definitely hit that too.
Yeah.
Like it's just your reaction time. You reacted so well, it looked like it was set up. But like I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but it didn't look like that was the plan when he swept you.
Oh no, it definitely was not the plan for sure. It wasn't. I felt like I had the head and arm. I'm like I felt this hook on the inside on my left leg, and I'm like, okay, I'm going over. I have to go for a. So I thought, okay, sunset triangle. A shot for that. Got my legs connected. Then I felt him reaching around for the pocket. So I was like, okay, let's go for the omoplata from right there and try to chain this stuff up together. So yeah, it looks flashy though.
It looked great, and like the only reason I know that's not as because I roll you all the time, so I know like you don't do it on purpose. Like I've seen you get swept there, I've seen you like do similar stuff, but it's never like that's not your setup. Like you're like I know your game. Otherwise, it would actually look like it looked like Tyler's like doesn't understand how he lost.
Yeah, I don't understand how you lost. It's okay, man. How can I say this? Well, I'll just tell you the whole match in general. So, the first 3 minutes of the match, my opponent, props to him for having a good team in time to blast and whatnot. But the first 3 minutes, he was. I already knew what he was gonna do. I looked at him right before we matched up. I already know he was a guard pull. I already know he was gonna go for the leg lock. So I seen 2 of his matches prior. I already know what's gonna happen. So as soon as he sat down, went for the leg locks, I'm like, okay, let's dance for a little bit. So that happened for the first 3 minutes. I was kind of just taking it easy. Once the points came on, that's when I started to pick it up a little bit more because I did feel when I was on top for the first 3 minutes, I was working a lot of clubs. I was framing on them a lot. If not, I was putting my elbow right inside of his throat. If not, I was smothering as well. Just trying to make him feel uncomfortable as possible because I was like, okay, you got some nice leg locks, but I'm going to keep you where I want you. So that happened. I felt him gassing out a little bit. Once the 3 minutes hit, Rob could see it too. I could hear Rob yelling in the background. Um, but once he got to 2 points, which was like maybe like 30 seconds into the 3 minute mark, he kind of just he pushed me off of the mat and I fell onto this girl. That part isn't in the highlights. But as soon as I walked right back in and I'm like, it's all good. It's that bump. He literally just sat on his ass as soon as I came right back. So I was like, okay, so you're going to play safe. And that's exactly what he did for the last 2 minutes. Play the safe. So that's when I decided to pick it up the pace even more because I felt him fatiguing, but I just couldn't get past his legs at that time. But it is what it is.
Jared says, so glad the Sunday of leg stuff paid off. Glad I could help. Jared had to sacrifice his well-being for your leg lock defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like telling you're done. I was like, I'm not sure if you know this, but the defenses that I was doing were literally the drills that we were just working on prior. Just simple, protecting your knee. Once you get your knee out of the knee line, get your knee to the ground, you can spin freely through. If not, go for your own counters as well. But for me, I was just trying to spin through and threaten the back every single time he overcommitted for the heel hook. So yeah.
You did a really good job avoiding it the whole time. How did Palumbo do?
Palumbo, so he did pretty well. Well, first match the guy came off like possessed. It lasted 28 seconds. The guy was trying to the guy just went for Palumbo. They had an exchange. They rolled around a couple. The guy was going for leg locks. As soon as Palumbo defended his legs, I saw the heel exposure because he pulled the guy's foot right here. I'm like, take that knee home. He pulled it into his pocket, got the heel through, spun around, and then finished with a hips through with a heel hook. So that was in the span of like 28 seconds.
Oh, wow.
That was quick. His second match, he went up against a gorilla, I would say. Yeah. He was submitted. But it was how can I say? I guess in that match didn't really have enough time to express his jiu-jitsu, I would say. Yeah, both of his matches were very like fast. Like if
you posted the one, right? Do you post it or he posted? I saw the one where you got the heel hook.
No, I didn't. Oh wait, yeah, I sent you the heel hook. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw that one. That one was cool.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Actually, he got a little head nod from Mo and everything. I was like, look at that, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. I was like, hopefully that's on the highlight reel then.
His rash guard is pretty nice, but it's not as tight as yours.
Oh yeah, me and Rob are a little opposites when it comes to the clothing, but he's awesome regardless. Yeah, he did great. Of course, just like me, he was upset with the loss, but hey, it happens. He's also going to get ready for West Coast trials as well, just like I am for the end of March. But before that, I would like to do ADCC is coming to Toronto, so I'll be doing that at early February. So those are my next ADCC matches coming up, events. So yeah.
Awesome. Let's try and get some comp team together for it.
If
anyone wants to jump in and help us out, that's like experienced 45, 55, 65, 70 pounder. Let us know and we'll make a comp team around you guys' schedule and we'll have everyone else fit into it. Like we got Muhammad, we got you, like we got a good solid core of people. Like we got like guys from our gym that come in and work hard. Like don't come and think it's gonna be easy, but like we're gonna make it. It's worth your time to come in for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're trying to simulate competition as much as possible. It's not going to be easy. The room's going to be hot. We're going to close the windows, turn the heat up. So, if you can endure that for an hour maybe or more, depending how long we go, You'll be fine.
Freaking-
Now we can slow it down.
right.
We have time.
I bought like 10 Gatorades from Caveman.
He did. He waited till wrestling practice was over when they're cheaper.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll buy the rest of your Gatorades before he went home.
Oh yeah, when those doors and windows close and that heat comes on, everything costs 3 times as much.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kidding. We're kidding though.
No, we're not. No, we're really not.
Well, Jeff isn't, but
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta
you
make
really
money
want
somehow.
that
I'm
one?
gonna train for free. Like I gotta charge for the drinks.
true. It's like, do you really want it?
Yeah. I was proud of Ray. Ray made it through wrestling practice. So
Oh yeah.
we do the same thing for wrestling practice. We do jiu-jitsu one and wrestling one. And when Ilfrey's back, we'll restart comp team.
Yeah.
Obviously we'll still be doing wrestling practice, but whenever you're back and you're back in the swing of things, we'll start jiu-jitsu comp team up again and make it a day you can make, and then we'll get after it again.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, so and if you want to know how it feels like to be in our environment, you guys can always ask Patchy, because Patchy came train with us for a couple of sessions. He said he called us a bunch of savages because we're always training in the 110% humidity all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, Pat thought it was hot.
Yeah.
From Vegas.
He was like, I don't know how you guys do it, but
Yeah. It wasn't even hot, really.
Yeah. Hey, but by the time I stepped on these mats, I'm gonna be honest, like I wasn't breathing heavy at all whatsoever. I'm over here breathing like, I'm like, this feels like pure air right now. Like, it's nothing compared to the torture we endured, you know. But
yeah, it sucks in there. Like, you're gonna want to die, but when you compete, like, you'll feel clean.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, I've always felt that, and that's why wrestlers have that little bit of extra something, because they train like that, and that's how we're gonna train.
That grit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It makes us all better. How is the refereeing?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm not asking because of like you lost some point. I'm like, I just mean in general, because like you go to local tournaments and you see like there's always like a couple bad referees. Sometimes they only do the kids matches, but there's always a couple. Like, was it pretty well reffed, or were like kind of like every other tournament you've been to?
Well, now that you mention it, so the ref that I had, so I was there for the very first match of the day, and that ref, I don't know if he's new or not. I've never seen him in any of the ADCC videos before, so I'm not sure if he was new for just that event or whatnot. But I want to say maybe a minute into the first match, this guy landed instead of a triangle. You know, not fully locked in, but he had his ankles crossing the guy, and they were on the white line. I don't know if you saw where the white line was on the mats, but
I couldn't really see it.
No, you didn't see. Okay, that's fine. So the white lines, let's say the white line's here, and then like 3 feet away is actually the like out of the mats, like out of bounds. But for ADCC, out of bounds doesn't exist as long as there's movement. That ref, even when they land on the white line, keep in mind, still in the mats, he decided to stop the 2 guys in the middle of a submission attempt and try to reset them towards the center.
Oh man.
Mo saw that and flipped out off the bat, and he's like, you know, this is not IBJJF. We're not doing this. You know, just went off on the ref. So I'm not sure if that, you know, but besides that, all the refs were amazing. Like, I have no complaints. Yeah,
That's pretty wild. I mean, do they ship in all the refs with them, or do they like train? Like, to get refs that good, you have to train them. You know what I mean? They can't just like walk in. You know, it's tough, dude.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure about that one, but every other ref that I saw, I was like, oh, I've seen these guys before. Yeah, these guys are experienced refs. Yeah, not sure honestly on that one. I don't know about that guy.
Yeah,
but
you know, like grappling industries, you'll see like lower belt people even like refereeing the matches, or like you know, you go to the local tournaments and like it's hard to get referees too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just like you know, this is like when you go to like the Olympics, like all the referees are like really good, and you know, like this is the Olympics of grappling. So I'm just kind of like, I've never been to like that high level of tournament, like besides for wrestling. So
Yeah.
I was, I just wanted to I wanted to see if it's really like that or if it's,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like how grappling is, IBJJF or if it's different or kind of the same.
Yeah. Well, besides that, Mo was cussing the dude out and everything. So I guess I guess besides that little hiccup, I guess the refereeing was pretty spot on, I would say.
That's pretty cool. Man, I wish I could have made it out. I gotta do something so I don't have to have a regular job. So I can go do things.
Yeah, me too. Oh man, trust me, if I could quit working and just do just 100%, I would.
Speaking of that, if anyone would like to donate money to Caveman's Corners podcast, feel free to do so we don't have to work a regular job.
There you go.
Speaking of donations, thank you once again, JCR Transport, for supporting our podcast and putting the 30
Please
cents
donate some money.
every day.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to the streets, and so 20 kilos. Then I could end up dead and locked up.
Yeah.
That's true. So you see, sponsors save lives. Bring those in.
Yeah. Okay, so it wouldn't be a Caveman's Corner podcast if we didn't touch Cave 4. And I know you have some personal experience of the two guys I'm going to ask you about. So what do you think is going to happen in Josh Reichart, Skylar Nathari fight?
MMA, correct?
Yeah, MMA fight. MMA fight.
Yep.
Well, I wished I could have rolled with Reichard, the times we were supposed to meet up, so I can personally gauge between the two, because I rode a little bit with Skylar when he first came and fought Austin the first time, so I wasn't really too confident in his grappling at that point, but I guess he lucked out because Austin's grappling was worse. And this is just me being honest. No one get hurt but her. Skylar, relax if you hear this. All right. But from what I've seen, from what I know from other people, as far as grappling wise, I believe Reichard has it, and standing on striking wise, I believe he has it as well. But hey, there's always a puncher's chance, I guess you could say. I'm leaning towards Reichard for sure.
Yeah, Reichard looked pretty good. He came in, he did some rounds, his stand-up rounds Saturday, even though he didn't show up Friday. He came in Saturday instead. It's an hour drive for him, so he didn't want to come in 2 days in a row. He came with Keith and the rest of the guys to do stand-up on Saturday. He knew you weren't going to be there, but Keith didn't know you weren't going to be there. So Keith came Saturday. He wanted to roll with you. And then Reichard knew you weren't going to be there, so he just came for striking. And
no, it's all good. I like that guy. I like Reichard. I just want to get more work together because I feel like we can complement each other very well. Yeah.
For sure. He looked pretty good. Did you do a round with him, Ray?
No,
you didn't do a round with him. He looked pretty good. You were in your street clothes. That's right, on Saturday. You just trained
yeah.
Yeah, you just watched. But he looked really good. Ray's got took some videos where he looked really good. We're not gonna post the training videos. I'm gonna make a montage and clip it up a little bit. I just haven't done that since I've been recovering. I honestly thought I had more time to do some video stuff. I got a lot of stuff to edit up, but I'll get on it this week. And he looked good. All the Puma guys looked really good. It was a good training session.
Yeah.
Hey, Caveman.
Huh?
You think Mark Coleman's gonna train Skylar how to do a double take?
Double leg takedown? I don't know. Maybe.
The right way?
Yeah. Did you text him? Is he really coming?
I text him. I ain't getting a smile yet.
Sounds like he's not coming. He texted Skylar. He's like, "How much you pay me?"
No. He just texted me. Check this out. Yep, he's coming.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming to Buffalo, or?
Yep.
Yeah, he's coming with Skylar. He's coming to corner Skylar.
Oh.
Yep.
When are these guys fighting again? I'm like
October 28th.
So we got Caveman. So I'm gonna try to get him and Skylar on the podcast.
All right. That'll be good. Skylar can come on if he brings Mark Coleman.
There you go.
Amanda reached out to the other girl for tomorrow too.
No.
Right.
That's for me or for
what other girl? What are you talking
That's
about?
for Ray.
Okay,
you,
okay.
you got the Lombard girl, right? So Amanda reached out to the Fight Sport girl for tomorrow too.
Nice, nice.
No, wait. She can't make it, Caveman. I talked to her already.
Who's that? The Fight Sport girl?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, she works.
I had her call the gym owner.
See, these damn jobs, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, tell her to quit her job. Tell her to go on break, and we'll just do it while she's on break.
There you go.
So, what's it like being a dad and trying to train for ADCC?
Well,
Now that's over and you can say it freely.
well, let me. Well, it's tiring. Let me explain to you my schedule. So, uh, so let me see. So Monday through Friday, I work for M&T Bank, of course. I do my regular 9 to 5. I also have on the weekends and some of the weekdays. I also have a second job. I actually do building materials for Lowe's as well. So I got to handle my part-time job, um, now our child, and training at the same time, just to be able to make it out here. So it hasn't been easy. I could say it's very tiring, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it. You know, I'm not complaining at all. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and hopefully one day be a champion.
Definitely gonna be a champion, dude. Like, it's coming.
Oh yeah,
You're pushing really hard. Like, you're pushing that black belt to purple, dude. Like,
yeah,
it's not gonna be easy road for you, but
yeah,
by the time you're black belt, dude, it'll be easy road,
yeah.
and that's
Oh
the
yeah,
goal.
oh yeah. But yeah, no. But the baby's great. She's amazing. Like she's everything we could ask and more. So hopefully she'll see me one day on the biggest stage of them all.
So, like, for everyone that doesn't know, Elfrey's baby was born during the training camp. It's not like he's had a baby during the training camp. She was born during training camp. So, uh, if anyone knows, like, if you've experienced a baby birth, like, it doesn't come when you're expecting it. You have to go deal with it when it happens. And then, like, if you've never had a baby before and then you have a baby, like, your world's different. And you just, like, you think you're prepared until it comes. And then you're not really prepared. Like, you're like, oh, I know I'm not gonna get much sleep, and then you don't get much sleep, and it feels a lot different than it sounds. And like when you add the physical toll of a serious training camp on it, the way that you handle everything, like you came in looking so tired some days. I'm like, man, you're all right. Like
Yeah,
I talked to you like a bunch of times. Like so like my fear was you're gonna push yourself too hard and get hurt. Like
yeah,
I never was concerned that you weren't going to be able to work hard. Like I was always worried like you're going to be a little bit off and get hurt. And like I would try to watch it really close at the start of practice on those days.
yeah,
And like I asked you those questions on purpose because I definitely get worried that you tweak something.
yeah. Especially with the knee. I forgot about that too. Yeah, the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, as of last Monday, she's 2 months, and when she was born, well, before she was born, I hurt my knee. Well, actually, I don't even know exactly what happened to it. I don't even know what's wrong to it to this day. But I guess in one of our wrestling sessions when I was wrestling with Jeff, when I stood up, it kind of buckled inward, and ever since that time, it started to swell up and a lot of pain. I couldn't even sit down and sit back up because I felt so much pressure. I felt like my whole knee was just gonna tear. So I'm like, I might either have a MLC, an ACL, or all of them. Who knows? But I just during the time when she was born, so like the next 3 weeks when I was out of the gym, I just tried my best to just do as much physical therapy to get it back, good enough to train for what the remaining we had like what 5 weeks left by the time I came back. Yeah,
Yeah. Like five full weeks, I think.
yeah. And we were just like, well, we gotta work what we got. So
Yeah. But you came back and dude, you were good. Like it was days and nights difference.
yeah.
Like you were like hobbling through practice, man. Like double knee brace. It was a little rough there for a little bit, and then
Oh yeah.
like, but as tired as you were when you came in, like, dude, you never not worked super hard. You still outworked everybody, and it's, always good to see.
Yeah. Of course.
All right. Any people to give a shout out to while you're here?
Well, I spoke about him earlier. For Robert Palumbo, or Rob, or Bobby Knuckles, as some of you guys may know him. He's from WNY. He also came down to West Coast Trials. Spoke about him earlier. He went 1-1 in his 88 kilo division. He did amazing. I know that it wasn't the outcome he wanted for the second match, but sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. It is what it is. Huge shout out for him because when it was time for me to go up, he courted me. He just simple things. Just hey, it's 3 minutes. Hey, we got 1 minute left. Just simple things like that. It's not anything complicated coaching. It's just letting me be aware of what I need to do in the middle of a match, and that speaks volumes. And I love him for it. Me and him have been tight for a couple of years now, and we still are, even if we are representing two different gyms. So much love, Rob, if you're watching this.
Yeah, that's super important. Obviously, your girl and your baby, um, your brother for riding down with you, probably, right?
Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah, the little brother, the dogs are right there. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, you got the dogs? Oh, I see the dog. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's Ami. She's a little knocked out right now.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah,
Did
but
you bring
yes.
her to the tournament?
Oh no, they stay in the room. They're a little bit too much. Yeah.
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 To be over there biting him. It'd be
Bite.
awesome.
She probably would have
Biting
ran
his
into all the
knife.
mess with that one Instagram video. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, but over that, more than anything, of course, my family, my wife, my daughter, God bless them. But above everything else, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm blessed to be with this gym, of course.
Thank you, man. I would appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I'm glad I was
Or
able to get you on. We tried
yeah,
to pump this up and get you on before, but it's tough cutting weight, and I was hurt. I could have done a better job, but I'm glad we got you on post tournament. And man, thank you so much for representing my gym and bringing honor to Buffalo, dude. 716 respects you, dog.
of course, of course. Only way is up. Only way is up.
Hell yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna close you out of this window here, and then we'll get
Yeah.
right back to you. There's Alfred Ray. What a man. What a guy, dude. He went through so much to get there and put it all on the line, and
One of
it
the hardest
represents
working
me.
guys in the gym.
Yeah, dude, it's what I want integrity to be. I want us to
Yep.
be good people standing up and just putting our heart and souls on the line, man.
A high level grappler.
Yeah, it's
sure.
all good to say nice things and be good people, but we can't suck either. You know what I
Right.
mean? Usually people that say all these nice things and they're good people, they suck. Our gym can't suck. We gotta be good. And I respect the shit out of Ilford for going there and putting some respect on her name too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That means as much as being good. We have to be good, but it doesn't matter if we can't make people respect us if we're shitty. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta
We
be
don't want
good.
to be. We don't want to be 7'6'5", right?
Yeah, but they're not good people either. They're just bad all around.
We legit.
Yeah.
We got some, hardworking guys in the gym,
Mhm.
and compete high level. So
All right. With
we
all
are the
that being
best.
said, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you one more time for JCR Transport. We will be back tomorrow night at a regular scheduled time, regular scheduled date, and we will be having some more K4 people on. We got the girl fight on tomorrow, right?
Today.
Today.
Yeah.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well.
I thought it was tomorrow. My bad. Later on
No,
tonight we'll be having another podcast.
okay.
All right. We're out.
All
We'll
right.
see you in a little bit.
Peace.
Peace.